Welcome everyone to Club 2 of the UK Journeyman save. If you're brand new to the channel, you're brand new to the series, this is the UK Journeyman. Go check out the playlist to watch all the episodes leading up to this to see how we got to this point. If you are all caught up, then you know that we have just moved to our second club here in the UK Journeyman. Maybe not a popular decision among the fans of the series, but a decision I personally feel we needed to make. As you can see, history-wise, we joined Brickfield Rangers in the second tier of Wales, kept them up the first season, didn't really improve us in the second season, but we did improve us in the third season. And as you can see, we missed out on a promotion spot. The whole issues with the club financially and wage budgets and all that sort of stuff just made it untenable. We weren't going to stay there. Is it untenable or intenable? I don't know. Let me know. But we just couldn't stay there. We just weren't going to make any progress. We didn't get any coaching badges in those 3 years. And I'm hoping that's going to change. I think the main thing I want to get out of this club is to get some coaching badges because we still don't have any, and I think that would be a really good thing to improve us in terms of our actual manager profile. As you can see at Limavady, who are just recently relegated from the top tier of the Northern Irish League, so they've just been relegated from the top division into the second division, so we will be taking charge of their hopeful promotion bounce back up. Hopefully we'll yo-yo, well, not yo-yo, but hopefully we'll bounce back up first time of asking to the Premier Division. It is just a 1-year deal, obviously a couple of days extra because we've joined a little bit early, so it is just a 1-year deal, so if we don't get the job done, we could be in and out the club quite quickly. And we do have some issues on hand. So this episode, we are just going to be going through the club, going through the squad, and getting ourselves to the first game of the new season, which will obviously be in the second tier. But there is some problems at the club. Yeah, everyone wants to leave. Anyone who's any good wants to leave because they're getting relegated. And we don't have them tied down. Nearly everyone's out of contract. The only people who are here for longer than a year rubbish. We've got 3 players who are here longer than a year. And if I click on him, for example, Andrew Mitchell, the striker, he's 2.5 stars of current ability. That is only decent championship, and championship is the second tier. So the Northern Ireland Football League, I imagine that is. Premiership is the top division. Championship is the second division. Then intermediate is the third division. Don't know why they call it intermediate, but there you go. Yeah, like everyone who's good it just wants to leave. We've chucked a tactic on. We've put every player in. But like I say, nearly all of these players will be going. The only one that may stay is actually our best player, this guy. Darren Brannigan came through the academy, I think. Yeah, came through the academy and has been a regular in the side. As you can see, 4.5 stars of current ability. He's a good Premiership player. He's wanted by a team in Ireland, Republic of Ireland, not regular Ireland, Republic of Ireland. He's actually on a non-contract, so thankfully no one's actually came in for him. I've offered him a proper deal, so hopefully he will sign that and it'll actually tie him down to a proper wage for a number of years as well. But yeah, everyone else who's pretty good, as you can see, like a 3.5 star for us is like a leading player in the league below, or the league we're going to be entering, or it's like a decent Premiership player. So this squad, as is, I think is only 1 or 2 additions away from promotion. The problem is all of these boys are leaving, so we're going to have to replace them. We're getting no money for them, and all these lads are leaving, and they're all very good players, which is bad. So we'll try and keep them. So for example, John Butcher, 25 years old, natural winger, can play up front, decent Premiership player. If he wanted to sign a new deal, I would want to, but he doesn't. He wants to leave the club. So there's nothing we can do except wait for the end of the month, which is really not too far away. They're probably all going to leave. I'm just going to double check none of them have extensions on, but I wouldn't think they would, being on part-time deals. So, yeah, I mean, we're a semi-pro club, so there's not really much else we can do. There's no one in the academy, unfortunately, that I can bring up. That's really quality. So, I mean, there's a good chance we'll only be left with about 5 players with Brannigan tied down if he signs the deal. There's a couple non-contracted players, people on amateur contracts. They're all rubbish. I think I've just released them and they've just not shown up yet. So they'll all go. So we've got a massive rebuild job here. We've got one lad who's a youngster. Again, he's tied down for 2 years, but he's not very good. And then these guys who are tied down, yeah, they're just not very good players. So we probably want to move these on anyway, to be honest, but we'll probably have to keep them for the now. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Nearly everyone wants to leave. I think he's happy to stay, so we may have offered him a deal. Basically, anyone who's happy to stay, we've offered a new contract to. I think Tosh is happy to stay too. He actually looked okay. He's a good championship player, so he'd probably play a part anyway. I would have kept him anyway, even if we kept all these players. But yeah, basically, anyone who's willing to stay, we're going to keep because we've got to build an entirely new squad. And I don't know what the expectations are going to be next year, but personally for me, I'd want it to be promotion. So we'll crack on. We'll try and get some players in early doors. We don't really have any money yet. There's £200 available in wages, so we'll try and do something. The average, I think, is around £150 a week. Yeah, it's about one to £200 a week is kind of our budget. So we'll try and get some players in the meantime. We'll probably get a couple in with what we've got available. But I think there's going to be a lot of money available anyway. So I think overall our budget is, yeah, 2,000, about 3 grand. Yeah, financially the club's actually pretty good. If I can find where that stuff is. Yeah, financially much better off than Brickfield. They are 80 grand in the positive. So yeah, really good. Unfortunately, no clauses or anything like that. I can't remember where you see that, but I already had a look. That's probably in finances, right? No. Is it in recruitment? Yes, there we go. Still finding my way around. We are on the full version now, so I think I'd mentioned in a couple episodes prior that I obviously had a few in the beta that was building up, but no, we're on the full release now. I don't think it's actually too different, if different at all. There was an update, but I don't know how different it is. But anyway, I'm just yapping. Oh, and by the way, I've got a cold, so if I sound different or if there's any cuts because I start having a cough and fit or anything like that, that is why. But we power through for you, for the viewers. So yeah, we'll continue on. Hopefully when I come back, we'll have signed some players. Otherwise, we'll be coming back to the 30th to see all these boys leave to go find pastures new. So we've reached the 30th of June and basically everyone has left the club. If we go to the transfer history, as you can see, if we go to released players, yeah, all the boys who wanted to leave, including some others we just let go, they've all left. So we really don't have much of a squad. In terms of players in, we've signed a couple players. So if I go to the squad, probably be easier to show you. We have 10 players in the first team, 3 of them on the bench. One of them's leaving tomorrow, and one of them's a youngster we're trying to loan out. One of them's a player we're trying to sell on because he's rubbish, and one of them's a backup goalkeeper. So realistically, we've got 6 players. So let's go over them. So we've got Darren Brannigan. He signed a permanent deal, so he's going to be here for the season. As you can see, 5 stars of current ability. This is a little bit misleading because obviously at this point now we don't have many players, so the current ability ratings are not really accurate, but he is a leading Premiership player, which is very, very promising to have someone as good as that sitting in the base of the side. We've got Donnelly, 3 stars of current ability. He's a good Championship player, so 3 stars is like just good for this level, so we really want leading and good for the league above. We've got Noeem is a leading Championship player, so that's a nice person to have. 27-year-old Irish midfielder. He'll definitely be in the team. We've got Lewis Tosh. He is a 25-year-old Northern Irish player. 3.5 stars. Again, leading Championship, can play on the right or the left. And welcome back to the save, Brendan Smith. Yes, we were able to loan him in. He is a leading Championship player as well. Obviously left Brickfield to go join Boston. Didn't play for them in the National League. He signed on a 1-year loan deal and we're not paying anything. So easy. If he's rubbish, we don't have to play him and we can just let him go. But if he's good, then we get him for free. And then Robbie McDade is one of our new signings. He joins on a 1-year deal, £100 a week. He's a 4-star current ability striker, 31 years of age, leading Championship. Obviously, I'd like someone a little bit younger and quicker, but we'll see. He was basically playing for Linfield for the last few years. In the Prem, he was a bit of a better player back in the day. As you can see, he scored lots of goals for Glentoran, also formerly of Leeds and York, but then obviously joined us just this season. I don't know why it does this, like adds a trial and free and all that stuff. I don't like that. I don't want the trial ones to show up on the history. But yes, he's joined us, and as you can see, he joined us just before the season ended, so he's technically our first proper signing. Robbie McDade is a striker, can also play as the 10 or in behind. So we'll see how we get on with that. But yeah, very much we need players in the door. We've got a lot of wages to do good work with, but we need to get players in, and we've got a lot of positions to fill. Particularly in defence. As you can see, we only really need the number 10 role for the attack, and we have an attack. We've got a midfield. But we need fullbacks, we need defenders, centre-backs, and we need a goalkeeper. It's definitely priority number 1. But yeah, we'll go see what's available and hopefully bring a load of new players in. So we're a couple days into the window and we've managed to sign a few players. Let's go through them. So new boy in the door. First one is Ethan Brown, 21-year-old Northern Irish right back. He is formerly of Warren Point, played a little bit in the third division after leaving Charlton. Not sure why he didn't do very well in the third division, but we're kind of banking on him being good for us in the second division. He's a decent Premiership player, so why he wasn't very good in the third division, I don't know. Unless our scouts are vastly overestimating his abilities, I'm expecting him to be quite good. We are going to play with a wing back. He really suits being a wing back as well because he's very quick, he can cross, and he's a good passer of the ball, so he should be very, very well suited to that. So maybe they were asking something else of him. Another one in the door, another good signing, Anthony Gregory, 21-year-old English centre-back, currently 4 stars of ability, 5-star potential. He's another decent Premiership player. Again, not the quickest, but decently tall. And yeah, just overall decent centre-back. He's formerly of Donegal Swifts, where he was playing in the top division last year. Not so great. Before that, he was playing for Oxford Sunnyside in the third and second division, where he did quite well. And then obviously a Huddersfield youngster. I think this guy's new as well, Dara Byrne. He is a 26-year-old Northern Irish left back, played for Ballyclare in the third division last season, but before that was a Ballynamalard United regular. He is 3 stars of current ability, so just a good Championship player, and he's on, again, a 1-year deal. Forgot to mention, £40 a week, so quite cheap, whereas the other boys, a little bit more, 170 for Gregory, that's fine, and then Brown is on 140, so paid a little bit more for those, but they're good players. Next one, I think that's it, actually. No, we've got one more. Owen McConville, 28-year-old Northern Irish centre-back, £55 a week, very cheap deal. He's just a 3-star current ability centre-back, good Championship player, formerly of Anna United, Dollingstown, Ballycare, and yeah, just a Northern Ireland regular in and around this level. So he's just going to sit on the bench for us behind Brannigan and Gregory. But it's starting to take shape. We still probably need a good right mid, probably a number 10, well, definitely a number 10, probably a better striker. I don't like just having McDade. I'd rather have a younger, faster striker. We are looking to, obviously we do have a younger, faster striker on the bench, but he's not really good enough, so we're looking to loan him out. We are looking to sell Mitchell as well, who's currently got a offer. There's potential for this lad to come in, but we'll wait on that. So we still need a number 10, we still need a right winger, we still need a midfielder, and we still need a proper goalkeeper. Probably a better player at left back as well, so still lots of work to do. So quite a few new players have joined us. We're doing okay business, actually, because we can actually tie players down to actual deals. I think it's much easier to actually sign players, or at least maybe the reputation of the club's better. Whatever it is, it's allowing me to sign better players this time round than when we were at Brickfield. In terms of exits, so Andrew Mitchell has left the club. He's went to Strabane Athletic, I imagine that is. They're in our league, so if they're signing players like this, we might be okay. And then Walsh has gone out on loan to Ballyclare, who are in the third division. So hopefully he'll get some game time there and improve. But we've signed a bunch of new players, so let's go through them. I believe you saw Anthony Gregory. Yeah, so it'll be from here. So Francis Hurl is in the door, 23-year-old English goalkeeper, 3 stars of current ability, 4.5-star potential, leading Championship player, formerly of Denbigh Town in Wales. So obviously we know of him from our time over there. Oscar Abbottson, another goalkeeper in. He's probably going to be the starter. It's really a toss-up between the two of them. It could be either. Another player from the Welsh leagues. He's not actually played, though. 19 years of age. 3 stars of current ability. 5-star potential. He looks like he could be a good player for the future. Previously out of the Southampton Academy, so that's good pedigree there. Another one in the door, Jacob Lara joins us on loan from Oxford Sunnyside. Why they were allowing him to go out on loan, I don't know. He is formerly of Salford. They're in our league, so the fact that they're letting a player of this quality go out on loan is a little bit sus, but he joins us on a loan. Are we even paying? Yeah, we're not even paying his wages, so I don't know what's going on over there. Very odd stuff. Bailey McCarry joins us on loan from Connors Key Nomad. He is 2.5-star of current ability, which is now just a good Championship player for us. 5-star potential, again on loan from Connors Key. Had a bit of a loan for Britain Ferry in the second tier of Wales, as well as the lower leagues of England, where he did quite well. So he just comes in as cover at right back. And then a last one in the door was Shawnee Bradley. We were trying to sign him on a permanent. He went and signed for Glenavon in the Premiership, and we've been able to loan him. So he's formerly of Connors Key, was playing for them in the top division of Wales. again, like I say, he went on a permanent to Glenavon, but we've been able to get him on loan. We are paying all of his wages, which is a fair chunk, or most of his wages anyway, which is a fair chunk, £300 a week, but he's quite a good player. 3.5 star of current ability, so a decent Premiership player, and at only 21 years of age, he can improve as well. So he's going to be probably our new starting striker, I would imagine, instead of Reece McDade, who's probably going to drop down then to the number 10 role for now, because we are struggling a little bit to bring players in. But yes, in that position. So we're looking good. I think Abbottson comes in there. I think we probably still need a left back. We definitely need a midfielder and probably a winger. Wingers and a number 10 is definitely still a priority. But we're looking good in defence. Goalkeeper, like I said, we've got 2 there that can fight for the spot. We've got 2 strikers. We definitely need some wingers. We definitely need some midfielders just in general. So wingers, DMs, and yeah, definitely a DM, at least one DM to get in the starting 11. But the starting 11's looking pretty good. Like I say, we could probably use a better left back as well. But other than that, I think this will be very much what our first game's 11 will probably look like. Something very similar to this. So we've reached the first game of the season and we've signed a couple more players before we get there. Andy Jones joins the club, formerly of Holyhead Hotspur. He is a 19-year-old Welsh striker. We signed him on a free contract. He was there on obviously a non-contract. We were able to pick him up. We were aware of him when we were at Brickfield. We could never bring him in, and now we've managed to bring him in. As you can see, he scored plenty of goals in the Welsh second tier. He is a 3.5 star current ability, so a decent Premiership player with potential to improve, which is great. Next one in the door is Oren O'Kane. He's going to be our new starting left back, 24-year-old Northern Irish left back, leading Championship player on a 1-year deal. We had to pay a little bit more for him, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Formerly of Glenavon, played in the Premiership last year and did okay, so hopefully the step down he'll be even better. He joins on a 1-year deal. Dale Gorman, who's a 32-year-old Northern Irish defensive midfielder. He is a good Premiership player, so it's a hell of a pickup on a 1-year deal, just £200 a week. Played for Bangor in the Championship last year. Wasn't great, to be fair. Formerly of Woking and Barnet and a few other English sides as well. So quite a good signing, I think, there. Another one in the door is Ben Cushney. These last two literally just signed seconds before today. He is a 26-year-old attacking midfielder. He can play on the left or the right or up front. He's a decent Premiership player, which is great, and he's got potential to improve slightly on that as well. He was playing for Ballymena last year in the Premiership, and as you can see, he's done the tour of Northern Ireland, taking the step down to the second tier, hopefully will improve him. Joe Sabara is the last one in the door for now. 3 stars of current ability, leading Championship player. He signs on a 1-year deal. Formerly of Doncaster, Solihull and Burton, as you can see, was playing regularly for Doncaster in League 2, so not a bad pickup at all to have in the second tier, and nothing else on the exits. So that pretty much leaves us with our side. The only difference probably is Gregory will come in, but he's got a suspension. It was 1 game he's got left on it. It was a 3-match suspension for whatever that was. He's got 1 game left to go. So I think this is probably the side. We're going to go with Abbottson in goal, back 4 of Brown, Brannigan, probably Gregory and O'Kane, Gorman and Oladunjoy in midfield, Cushney, Sabara, Brendan Smith and Jones. And as you can see, Brendan Smith did score because we did play a cup game before the first league game of the season against who we're actually playing in the league game, which is interesting. A 1-1 draw after 90 minutes. We then scored the winner in extra time. So not the greatest of starts, but hopefully we'll be able to take what we've learned there and apply it. Obviously, it's pretty much a whole new side. It's going to take a while for the boys to learn it. As you can see, they don't really know it at all. In terms of what the club are expecting this year, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was a top half finish. Yeah, they want a top half finish in the league, which is really not that bad at all. They want us to reach the Irish Cup hopper, whatever that is, be competitive in the Northwest Senior Cup, which is what we just played. I think we also have another cup. I guess we've got qualifiers for the Irish Cup. I'm pretty sure there's another cup we're in. Where do I see my competitions? Yeah, we're also in the League Cup. So whenever that starts, I have no idea if we're even in it. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. Is this knockout at the minute? Yeah, so it's just regular rounds. Lots of cups, for some reason in this league, in this country. 3 cups and 1 domestic competition. So there's quite a lot of games. 38 game season. You play everyone 3 times and then there's a split. So we need to get ourselves in the top half. So we need to be 6th or above. But honestly, I want to finish in the top 2. Ideally, we could win the league and get back up. But I don't think that's what's expected from the season preview. If we take a look at season preview, we are currently 2nd. So Bangor are expected to finish 1st. We are expected to finish 2nd. And as you can see, we've got a couple of players in the best 11. We've got Brendan Smith on the left, Gorman. We've got Brannigan as well. So that makes sense. In terms of best players, I guess Brannigan's up there. But really, it's Bangor. So that makes sense. So yeah, we'll obviously keep an eye out. We'll try and sign more players as we go. But I think for now, this is pretty much the side we've got. We've pretty much maxed out our wage bill as well. So I think this is the side. There's enough here, I think, to do well. It's just about getting the best out of them now. So hopefully we can make that happen. For tomorrow's episode, we will have our first 2 games of the league season. Our first 2 games here at Limavady next episode. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the UK Journeyman. And I'll see you all for more very soon.